I think it's most excellent that the Thursday feed starts off with the grandpa feed starts off with me having such a boomer moment with all the technology. So sorry about that. Welcome everyone to Thursday Live. I am Steve Leahy, and yes, I am a brand new grandfather as of yesterday. So my beautiful daughter and her soon-to-be husband had a beautiful baby boy yesterday, and life is good. So baby, mom, and dad are both healthy, or both, all three. They're all healthy. Everything's going good. I'm a happy camper. What is going on as far as the schedule be now is I was planning on heading to Wisconsin next week to visit Marge's family, and then we were going to be coming back and then heading out to Massachusetts for our family reunion and what was supposed to be Emily's birth, or the day that Caleb was born, or the due date for Caleb, but he decided to come 2 weeks early, so that changes things. So I'm going to be running to Massachusetts next week, but fortunately I have everything done. So because I have everything kind of done and everything's crazy, I thought it would be fun today to kind of look at do kind of a show and tell live feed. I thought that'd be good. The sale is winding down. I think we only got one more week left on it. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of look at some of my favorite pieces in case anyone's interested in them. They are still on the site. And yeah, that's what I got. So all right, let me switch things around and make sure we're all set up because of all the fun that I just had setting things up. Hold on. Yeah, like that. And that. Dan, what's up, buddy? Here we go. I think that's good. Yeah, sure. I don't know. All right, so yeah, like I said, I was going to paint today, but my hands are killing me. I've actually done, so if you're familiar with what goes on around here, Franz, what is up? Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Yay. Thanks, Jeff. Yay. I didn't have anything to do with it. I mean, I had something to do with it back when Emily was born, but she did all this on her own. And she actually didn't do all this on her own. She had her lovely partner, Michael, to help her out. But thank you very much. Yeah, so if you're familiar, well, I'll switch back to this one because you don't want to look at a dirty bench. If you're familiar with what goes on around here on the socials, so on Monday we have a live stream on Facebook, and I give away a black and white painting every week on Facebook, and we take suggestions. It's a lot of fun. And so in order to do the trip or trips, I actually painted all of Mondays. They're all done, coming up, and I did the next 2 weeks. So I painted 15 543s in this little span to get them all done. But not only that, I did all the open studios for the month. They are all up and ready to go, and all the time lapses for this month. So I've been a busy boy to get ready. But the bonus is now that all that's done, I can just kind of like enjoy family and still hang out with you guys uninterrupted. I don't know what's going to happen with the live feeds on Thursday. I'll have to figure that out because I'm not bringing anything to work on. So we'll have to see what's going on with that. And then the Monday night feeds are going to happen normally, except I don't think I'll be painting. I think we're just going to be giving away paintings, which isn't a bad thing either. All right, so let's get to it. Let's look at some stuff here. Enzo, JC, yeah. Thank you, but JC, yeah, I know, senior discounts. I'll take them. Yeah, Franz, it was a lot of work. My hand is killing me, but I'm happy. I'm happy it's done. So what I thought we'd do today is we just hang out. You guys, if you have any questions, just fire them away. I have a bunch of artwork here, things that I've had and things that, I recently finished, but, a lot of paintings that I like, and a lot of these are available. So before I get too far into it, again, if you're so inclined to share in my madness, the code is SUM24. I'll leave this up here. And all you do is type that in at the end when you're shopping on the website at stephenleahy.com, and that will give you 20% off. Well, first of all, is everything here available? Yeah, I think everything that I'm going to show you is available. And if it's not, if you see something that's that I show you and it's not on the website, just send me a message. There's probably a reason why. Thanks, Enzo. Yeah, I talked to Emily yesterday. We FaceTimed. I knew that I wasn't going to make it there in time for the birth. It all kind of happened very quickly. And again, it's about 2 weeks early. So I knew I wasn't going to make it there for that. So we just said, hey, let's just do it when you're out of the hospital. So, all right, where do I start? Well, let's start with 543s. I'll show you a couple of the 543s that I really like that are still hanging around. And so these, what we were talking about just a second ago, if you're not familiar with the Monday Night Craziness, well, actually, let's start with this one, because this is more like a 543, which is the 543s are, the reason why they got that name is because I do 5 of them a week, and they are 4 inches by 3 inches. That's the constraint for them. The other constraint is that, for me, is that I'll switch, let's see if this one works. Oh, no, it's not. Hold on, let me turn the big camera on. So one of the other big constraints for me with the 543s to make them worth it, because these on the website are only $100. And then now with the sale, you can actually get them for 20% less. So in order for me to do that, I have to keep them to, a much shorter amount of time than I would normally. Hold on, let me get this focused so you can get in close here. There we go. So a couple things. Usually they're black and white. Get a little bit of light on that. Usually they're black and white, and I try to keep them to 2 hours. So now you guys have seen me do some of these on the Thursday feed because I'm running late or whatever, and I need to get them done and that kind of thing. So this is one of my favorites. This is one of the Jokers, and that one's called "Never Start with the Head." That was a line from that scene in the movie. I thought that one came out fun. Another one that I really like, this was a suggestion from my son Colin, and he wanted a 20-sided die. Now this breaks the rules in that this one's color, but if I can do the 543, especially when it's only like one color, I can usually get that done. So you guys here on YouTube, you might have seen this painting on the time lapse. This one was done in a time lapse. So the future owner of this painting will have this, have not only the painting, but we'll be able to show everyone how I did it. So it's really fun. It's under Time Lapse Tuesday, and it's called D20. So that's how that one came out. I like that one. And I just grabbed a bunch of random 543s. I need to figure out, I think I almost have it figured out what I'm going to do with the ones I have, because I have over 200 543s. Now I know that sounds like a lot, and it is a lot. But I've been doing these for over 3 years now, and we do 5 a week, every week, and so I've given a bunch of them away. A bunch of them have sold, but with the number that I've done, there's just going to be leftovers, and I'm kind of amassing them. So I have an idea for a show for them, and I'm going to be working that out, and hopefully that'll happen pretty soon. Hello, Astral. What's up? Here's another one of my favorites. This one's called Rare Old Mountain Dew. And this one was I spent a lot more time on this than I should have, but it was really the only way to get it done. And I like this one because it looks like an old photograph. It's very gestural, very unlike the way I usually paint. I had a really, really good time doing this. Of course, this is my little Irish dude filling up his jug from his still. And I just like this one. This one, I don't know. I think this one from far away, it's difficult to read what it is, unlike the other 543s. So that may be partially the reason why it's still around. But again, I like this one a lot. Again, I know what I put into this and the time, so this is fun. Plus, I like whiskey and I'm sorry, moonshine. I'm losing my head. All right, next one. This one might have been from Colin too. I really like this one a lot, and I'm surprised this one didn't go. If you are a gamer of any sort and you like not Fallout, I've been playing a lot of Fallout. This is from Halo, and this is Master Chief's helmet, but it's got, this one. It's got the visor is copper leaf, which I thought was a lot of fun. So this one's just called Master Chief. So this is another one of my favorites. And again, I do know all of these are available, so these are all on the website. And then this one was a fun one. This is our zebrafinch, Nemo. Someone had actually asked for a zebrafinch, so I had tons of pictures of Nemo, so this was an easy one to do. That's little Nemo. So Nemo was fun. Nemo might be a time lapse too, come to think of it. I think he might be. So if Nemo is a time lapse, I do know that. Yes, there we go. That's what it is. Astral, you got it. If this is a time lapse, which I think it is, one thing you'll notice in the time lapse, the tail is much shorter. Nemo was turning around, so he's turning this, turning this way. So as he was turning, his tail was actually pointed out this way. So in the photo I have of him, his tail was kind of cut off. So I added his tail back in. So it's a little Easter egg for the Nemo painting. And then the last five, or one of the last 543s, second to last, this one I really like a lot too, and I hope someone grabs this. This is this was Patty Chadwick. Don't ask me how I remember some of these, like who suggested them. Just some of them stick in my head. But this one, Patty Chadwick asked for my favorite art tool stencil. So it's this one, but I couldn't find this one on the site. I don't think it's still available. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to include a template with this painting. So what I did was I did a painting of me painting one of these 543s. Actually, this is a better shot of it. So it's on my little holder. You can see the little Yupo paper behind it, and then my hand's holding the template, which I'll zoom in on here. And it's the Nail Master template. But again, I really wanted to give away one of these little Nail Master templates, but I didn't see them on the site, so I don't know if they're available anymore. But I do have one of the other Nail Master templates, which is this one. And this is another one that I use all the time. So this is brand new. Medea donated these. So I thought whoever got the painting will also get one of the templates. So that's kind of a package deal. So for $80, that's crazy. So those are the 543s that I got. Actually, that's not all of them. If you go to the website, gosh, there are so many of them. And I'm getting better at putting them in the site too. Meaning, like if you want something specific, like say you want to, if you're on Monday night and you're on Monday night and you're making suggestions, you could actually go on my site and in the search box type in your name, and any suggestion that you made that I painted and is on the site will pop up. Or if you want like they're divided by categories. So if you want to look at all the airplane ones, or you want to look at all the still lives, or I'm getting better at putting in keywords now too. So say if I do a painting of a piece of chocolate cake and it has a weird title, you can just type in chocolate cake and anything chocolate cake will come up. So I'm getting much better with that, and that's good. It's spelled many ways. Yeah, it's, what is it, Poitin? Is that the spelling, Astral? Or is it like you spelled it? I don't know. You're right. I've seen it so many different ways. It's got so many different names. Mountain Dew and White Lightning and Holy Water. It's got so many great Irish names. All right, so let's get in. Oh, one more 543. I did this one. This is going to be another steal for whoever grabs it. So I wanted to kind of show what a 543 would look like in a bigger mat. So this is, they come with the 5x7 mat. So you could buy a 5x7 frame and just drop them in and be done. But they also fit really nicely in a 8x10 frame with the 5x7 mat. So that's the mat that it comes in. All you do is buy the 8x10 frame with a 5x7 mat and drop it in there. And now it goes from being a really small painting to something that's got some substance to it. And this one here, I wanted to kind of show what it would look like. So this is Get Your Kicks. But the person who buys this painting will get the framing for free. I'm just going to send it the way it is, which is not what I do, but it is what I do with this one. So whoever gets Route 66, the Route 66 painting will get the framing as well. So that's Get Your Kicks. So I thought that was kind of fun too. All right, now that's all done with the 543s. What else do we got? I'll show you these demo paintings first, since we're on the live kick. So there's a demo painting from the, we did a bunch of texture stuff, which was a lot of fun. I really, really liked the way this painting came out, which is, again, it started as a demo painting. It's on a piece of ampersand board. And again, if you, yeah, exactly. Astral, there's just not enough, weird letters in it, like, that make it not look like what it even sounds like. I love being Irish. So this one started out as a demo on doing like grass and textures and stuff like that, but it quickly became much more than that. And I was just gonna, originally I think I offered this without the frame. It was just the panel, the demo panel. But then I went back in and I really finished it, and then I framed it as if I was, framing it for real. So there's a 23 karat gold border on the background of this. Get you close in. So the 23 karat background around the outside edge, and then the frame itself is a shadow box frame, and it's got museum glass on it too. So so I did all that on these next two paintings, and again the same thing. I didn't change the price on the website, so you'd actually get all the framing on these for free, plus the the discount. So that was number one, and then shortly after that we did the egg painting, which got the same frame kind of thing, but I wanted to keep this one a little bit more simple. So I left off the gold. I wanted it to stay, very like country kitchen like. But it's got the same frame, same museum glass and all that stuff. I got to get that fingerprint out of there. But yeah, that's how that one came out. So these two, again, I didn't adjust the price on these. So not only do you get the sale price, but you also get, the framing. Oh, this one isn't for sale like this, but I wanted to show this to you because this is one of my favorites. Actually, it was in my flat file and I need to clean it up because it was on the wall. And as I'm cleaning things and getting ready to change things around, I need to clean this up. But this is one of the prints of the Gerald Mendez painting. And I wanted to kind of show this one because this one's kind of cool. When I was with Gerald in California, I had him sign my copy. So he signed it in gold. So there's Gerald's signature, and then I sign all of them down below. So these prints are available, but unless you can get a hold of Gerald, which you probably can, yeah, it only comes with my signature on it. So, but like I said, get a hold of Gerald and do something really nice for him. I'm going to reframe this again. This is just kind of a quick thing. I need to put museum glass on it, but you can see the difference. See how the reflection literally looks like a white band right across it, where the grab this one. The museum glass won't do that. If you have the full-on reflection, it's just kind of subtly there, as opposed to like in your face. So that's crazy. And then now I have studio lights here, so there's two of those long lights above, and then the hot lights here and everything. So there's a ton of light here. But in normal lighting, when you're museum glass on a painting or on a picture, you can't see the glass at all. It's absolutely invisible. It's awesome. So. Anyway, so these prints are available, but like I said, you gotta hit up Gerald to get yours signed by him. All right, next up, let's do these. So I just went to Cincinnati to pick up the two paintings that I had in the Magnitude 7 show down in Cincinnati, which is great. So I want to show these because they're back home now. So this is the Boston painting, and if you're following along last night on the Tokyo painting, this is the other painting in that series. The New York painting is also in that series, but it's gone. So, but if you want to know where the Tokyo painting is going, this is what's going on with that. So the Tokyo painting is actually going to have more going on in it than the Boston painting, but the Boston painting's got a lot going on in it. So if you haven't seen this painting, the backdrop in this painting is the brick from the walkway right down in here. So I grabbed a bunch of little bits of broken brick and I brought them back and crushed them up, and that's the background. It also has a 23 karat gold border on it. The frame is custom made. Again, it's got museum glass on it. So, and this is great with the museum glass. I'll do it this way. So when I do this, you can see the white reflection in the painting from the clear coat, but the glass doesn't reflect as much. You see the green. So again, when this is hanging on a wall, you can't even see the glass. It's crazy. So this is the Boston painting. Now I'm showing this one not only because I just got it back. This one is back up on the site. I took it down off the site when it was in the show, just because I didn't think it was fair if someone purchased it and it was tied up with the show for a month. But now that it's back on the site. So again, the discount applies for these big time paintings too. So you can save an enormous amount of money on a big time painting by using the sale. Now, if you if you're not quite there for the painting but still really want this image, this painting has prints attached to it. Now I'm going to try to get prints made of all these city paintings so that people can enjoy them if they, can't grab, like the New York painting is gone. That's already sold, so there's no way to get that. But I do have prints from the New York painting too. But the prints are made by Madison Edition, and when I tell you they are good, they are really good. I mean, I don't know how he does it, but he nailed everything. Even almost the feeling of this dome in the painting is gold leaf. So if I show that to you like that, right? And this is the real painting with the gold leaf. Like, it is pretty much spot on. The only thing that changes with the real painting is when you tilt the gold leaf, it actually changes in value as it reflects. So this one doesn't do that, but it looks like it does. So I don't know. It's crazy. So these prints are great. They're really inexpensive because they're so small. It's the beauty of doing the prints. And they can be super, like, as high quality, like crazy quality. But because the printers only charge me by the inch, these things are only $20. So it's crazy. Like if I had a full-size G-Clay, this like Collins painting, the big painting of Portsmouth. I'm sorry, of Newport. No, I can't remember. I'm a grandpa now. I can forget things. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, the framing on those city paintings are fun. The other one that just came back too. I'll show you this one. This one's an oldie, but I keep taking this off the site because I want to keep it, but then I go and put it back on the site. So it's back on the site now. If someone needs to have this, which I hope they do, because I love this painting. This is Bucket List, and I'll get you guys close in a second. So one of the things I love about this painting is the frame on this. So Bucket List has a Bacote frame, which is just a really figured hardwood, and it's beautiful. For as simple, as the background is on this, the frame really kind of like lights it up. So this is a painting that I did of a small hot rod tea bucket. And I did this one back in 2012. So this is one of the early razor blade paintings. And again, I keep taking this one down because it's one of the oldest razor blade, might be the oldest razor blade painting I still have. All the other ones have gone. So I keep taking this one down, but it's back up again. So if someone needs to have it, I would love that. And it's a fun painting. So this one was also in the Cincinnati show, which was a blast. And that's called Bucket List. So that is that one. Very, very happy. Want them all. Roberto. I know, to add to your collection. Since Bob's here, I'll show you this one too. Now I love my flat file because it keeps all the paintings, clean and safe. But it's also dangerous. Like you guys, I know if you're watching the Open Studio, you've seen my bruised finger a lot lately. So I got my finger jammed in the flat file drawers, and if flat file is just a really huge, like flat, like broad, like 3 foot wide drawers, but only 3 inches tall. So they're super heavy drawers, but they slide really easily. I jammed my finger in it and thought I broke my finger. But anyway, it does a great job at keeping the artwork clean because I keep all the artwork in those drawers. One thing it does do is it lets the finest dust through, and I don't know what this is. It's not like normal dust, but anyway, I didn't clean this one off, which is why I told you that whole story, because I don't want you to think these things get left out and they're thrown around. They're really not, but when they're in the flat file for a long period of time, they get the finest layer of dust on the glass, and I don't know why. Anyway, this one, I brought this one next, or took this one out next because of Bob. So this is my Gillette on a Gillette. So it's Gillette Stadium on a Gillette razor blade, and I flattened a football for the background in this. I was going to leave it as is, but the blade just got lost on the football, so I put it on an aluminum panel, a brushed aluminum panel, and I have it upside down. Real good, Steve, real good. Get this focused here. So that is Gillette Stadium. I painted this before their 6th Super Bowl, so it only has 5 banners on the back there. I was going to change it, but then I'm like, no, you know what? It's got a date on it, so it needed to stay where it was. It couldn't have had the old date on it, but all the trophies. So there it is. That's my Gillette on a Gillette. I probably will never do one of these again. Painting on razor blades is fun, but painting on this razor blade was not fun because these double-edged razor blades are like tissue paper thin. So if you're familiar with them, you'll know what I mean. So this one was I was constantly on alert that I was going to like bend it or screw it up. And I mean, it's fine now that it's cleared. You can see how much clear coat is on that. But yeah, I don't ever want to do that again. This one almost went to whoever's in charge of Gillette. They did contact me, but then things just kind of like faded out, and they just it's a corporation type of thing. They wanted it, and then I really stopped hearing from them, and I don't know why. So there you go. So that's my Gillette. Kelly Drake, what's up? Dust, paper mites, termites. No, although we live out in the country, so mice, it's a constant battle with mice, and I want to show you guys something. So that painting, the Gillette painting, should also be on the site. If it's not, that's one of the ones I also take down a lot. I get nostalgic for it, so I take it down. But if it's not on the site and you want that, just shoot me a message, and you guys are awesome. You guys will be able to grab that. Let me just grab one of the undone frames here. 1 second. It's actually right here, so it's not too far away. I am super bummed about this. So this is an old frame that I did, and it was down on an open shelf in the basement. And, mice are mice. So here's the frame. And if you notice, he was sharpening his teeth. This is this frame originally was really, really nice. It could have been really nice again. I could just have to clean it up or whatever. So I'm super bummed about that because he literally, well, I'll get you in close so you can see what he did. He went ham on this. He did a good job. And it's not like this is a painted frame. So I can't just fill it and then repaint it. This is, just oiled. So yeah, so this is a constant reminder to me to make sure that I put the unused frames or the actual paintings in a place where the basement mice can't get to. All right, what's next? I did that one, did that one. Oh, let's do this one. So this is recent. This is a open studio painting, which I'm super happy with. This is the Mustang painting. And if you've been following the open studio, yeah, Astral, and it's the only one he grabbed. There's a whole pile of other frames just like that on that shelf. And some about the wood on that one he really liked. So, yeah. So again, this is the Mustang painting. If you want to see how everything was done on this, it's in open studio and it's its own playlist. So you can actually just watch from episode 1 all the way to the finish. So this is one of the photographs I took when I went to Las Vegas and went to the Shelby Museum. And yeah, so not only you could see this razor blade done, like I said, it's all on there. So what I just showed you is probably my oldest razor blade that I have, and this is my newest razor blade. So you got both, you got the bookends right here. So again, this one is on there, and it's the sale will work on that too. The sale works on everything. The sale will also work on that commission. So there's a commission on there if you're interested. I got a lot of people asking about the portraits after I did the painting of Vivian. So the commission will work on that too. So if you're thinking about it for Christmas, you can purchase the commission early with the sale, and then just have that in the bank for Christmas time or whenever, birthday or whatever. So here's the other one I wanted to show you. This one has gotten discounted quite a bit. I just want this one in a good home. This is started out as a chrome demo, but I finished it and still did the same thing, went nuts with the gold leaf, and I got a 1965 license plate, which is genuine. It's not fake. And it's all framed up with museum glass and all that fun stuff. It's ready to go. True View Museum glass, which is the bomb. So I'm really, really happy with this. I don't, oh, not that one. That's one. I didn't, I don't have the other, the Corvette one. That's actually at Kufleitner's, the dealership. So it's on display there, but that's also one of my favorites too. So that is how the Mustang painting came out. And I like this one a lot. All right, so that is that one. What else do I got? I got all kinds of stuff. Take a break from paintings for a second. So I took this one out Monday night, but I figured I'll show you guys too, because I don't often take this brush, this airbrush out. I should really use this all the time. So this right here, this is my very, very first airbrush ever. This is an Iwata HP SB, and it's one of the older high performance. The HP stands for high performance, and so this is one of the older, the way they used to be, really. So this is the side feed. You know, if you've seen, they still have these. They're the Takumi now. But yeah, it's a side feed airbrush, and this is my very first airbrush. I bought this from Charette's, which is a art and drafting supply place in Massachusetts that went out of business because they screwed everyone over, including me on this. I used to joke, and it hurt, you know, then, and still hurts now, that I paid, if I remember right, I paid close to $180 for this brush, which was list price at the time, which I didn't realize that you know, there really wasn't there wasn't a Coast airbrush back then. Or there just barely was. So I ended up paying list price for this, and you know, I don't regret it. I mean, I've gotten so many hours out of this, and it really changed my life, this little guy. But still, you know, working even for Bear Air in the 2000s, you know, this HP brush was like $100, and I'm like, really? And, you know, almost 15 years later, it was less money than I paid for it when I bought mine. But anyway, this is the brush that started it all for me. It's a really small 0.2 millimeter detail brush. It was recommended to me by one of the graphic designers at where my dad worked at the time. It's great. I went in, had lunch with my dad, and then, you know, talked to this guy for a while, and he asked me what I wanted to do with it, and recommended this brush, and I bought it. And I couldn't afford a compressor, so it sat on my dresser for like months. But then I got a compressor, and I was off and running. So again, this brush still works like it's brand new. But I kind of retired it because, you know, I didn't want anything to happen to it. But then on the other side of that, it's been through so much. It's like a tank, you know. I could use this till I'm dead, and it's still going to work like it's brand new. So anyway, I had that out. I figured I'd show you guys. And then this is great. You know, like, I'm a grandpa now. So, you know, grandpas are old. So again, I bought this new, and you look at this case, and I'm like, wow, it looks like it's antique. And I'm like, dude, you are antique. It's got the old instruction manual that's all yellowed. And again, this was brand new when I bought it. What the heck? Get off my lawn. So that's my ASB. Thanks, Astral. Yeah, I love that Mustang painting. I really do. And it was fun. It was fun finding the right plate. We have a lot of indoor flea markets around here and antique places. So I'm fortunate that way. It was easy to find, you know, what I was looking for. I'll show you this one real quick. I've brought this out a bunch of times. This is another open studio painting, the Chevelle painting. And I also dropped the price on this one too. So if you're interested in having an open studio painting, which is, you know, rare because you can actually show people the entire process, or you can enjoy the entire process of a painting as well as own it. So this one is on the site too. So that's the Chevelle painting. There's no glass on this. I don't know if there's enough room for glass on that. But in any event, it's that's the painting. So I like the way that came out. I love, and that also has it's painted silver. I was going to use an aluminum backer, but I ended up just painting it with the Quicksilver Chrome. So originally it didn't have that, and it looked kind of plain. In fact, I think if you look on the website, it doesn't have that silver border on it, but it is genuinely there. So yeah, thanks, Bob. Two other ones. I'm running out of these, and I'm happy because I had a lot of fun doing them, and I'm glad people are grabbing them. So I've got a couple of these left. The the Pyro Red series from last year. I have the GTR left, and that's all Createx Opaque Pyro Red. And these are full blast paintings, so I put everything I had into them. But they're a little bit smaller as far as the size goes. They're 3x4, and the frames are a lot more simple on these. So you'll notice on the website they're not as much as some of the heavy-duty paintings. So again, and I did them all as a series, so I wanted to kind of keep them at a lower price as well. So that the sale works on all these too. And it's cumulative too. If you buy these two paintings, you get 20% off everything. It's not like it's off of one item and then you're stuck. So those two, I think I have the Corvette one left too, but I think that's a Kufleckner's. All right, what do I have left? Oh, I got one more left. One more left and I'll let you guys carry on your merry way. This one's dusty too, but I love this painting. This is also an older one too. So we'll get the dust off this one. It isn't even really like dust. I don't know. It's like it is dust, but it's like super crazy fine. I don't know what it is. I know what it is. It's dust, Steve. It's dust. I promise when you get them, they won't have anything on them. So this is a painting that I did back in 2013, and this is another one that keeps coming off the list and then going back on. This is one of the last paintings I did on titanium. I did a whole bunch of these paintings on titanium. This is a Dave Perowitz motorcycle that's painted by Keith Hansen. The frame on this is amazing. This thing weighs an absolute ton. I'd have to look up what this wood is again because I can't remember. But yeah, this whole thing is like shockingly heavy. Between that and also the piece of titanium that's in there. See if I can get a shot at the side of this thing. Yeah, there it is. So you can see how thick the titanium is. This is a huge piece of titanium. It's great. So one of the things I found with painting on titanium, it's a great metal, it looks amazing, but there were a few of these paintings where the clear didn't want to stick to the raw titanium. And actually, no. So this one isn't going to be available because this one's doing it too. Check out right there in the corner. See that little crescent, how this side is lighter than this side? That's the clear separating from the titanium, which is a bummer, but it means I get to keep this painting forever now, so that's okay. It's not going to do anything from here, but I just can't, in good conscience, sell it because there is a chance that clear will completely lift off of the titanium. I now know what to do to make that not happen, but these early paintings, I was not that smart, and it didn't do it until a little bit later. So anyway, this is a Dave Perowitz paint job, and Keith Hansen painted it. It was at a show. I took a picture of it and then did this painting of it. And that's how it came out. What's neat about this painting is you can't really see it in the frame, but the blue is metallic blue. It's actually metallic paint. So depending on how you look at this thing, it moves around. And then Hansen gold leafed and striped the border on this too. So this was a joint operation from the two of us. So all right, again, sorry about that. I would have liked to have said this was available, but it's not. What I might end up doing is I might end up using this frame for another painting then. We'll see. And there's no way to fix that either because the clear goes over the painting as well. So there's no way to repair that. And yeah, it's kind of unfortunate on these early ones, but there were a few of them that just didn't have a problem. And now if I clear over the whole thing, or if I prime the whole thing with Autoborn Sealer on the titanium, then, you know, the paint doesn't have a problem sticking, it's the clear. So, yeah, so that's that one. So that's what I got. What I'm going to do from here on out today is I'm going to get a few things ready. I'm going to switch cameras. The girls have a trip planned as well. So I'm going to get some stuff ready for them today and tomorrow. And then hopefully my plan is to bug out on Sunday and head back. So there's a few things in the works that we got to take care of first, and that's what's going to happen. So yeah, so that's what I got. So again, Sum 24. I think we got 1 week left. So get in on it, buy your stuff. If you do grab something today, I could get it out tomorrow. I could probably get it out Saturday as well. But if you place an order after, say, Friday, it's going to wait till I get back. But, that's, if it's okay with you, then don't worry about it. I will get it as soon as I get back, and it'll ship out. Most of the parts of the continental U.S. get things in about 3 to 4 days. And international, generally, a lot of stuff goes to the U.K., and those 543s only take about a week to get there. So assuming they don't get hung up in customs, which has happened. But yeah, I can get them going. What else? Logistically or just other notes, because this is kind of the international live feed. What we do with the shipping on international is we just split it, you and I. So what I do is the website's going to charge you the full price for the shipping, but then I turn around and refund you the difference. So don't worry about that. That gets taken care of as well. I think that's all the housekeeping. So that's what we got. So I don't know. What do grandpas do? Do they go take a nap or, read the paper, or I don't know, something like that. But that's what I'm going to do today. So there you go. So that's your Thursday feed. Thank you all for hanging out with me. You guys are great. I'll jump on and grab, I think I've got most of the comments. Horn cover's out of stock. Yes, Bob. Yeah, the horn cover's sold. So we'll have to do another one for you. I think I got a lead on where I can get them new. That's the trick with that, is to get them. You got to get the Harley ones because I like them and they're nice. I don't like buying the aftermarket parts because, in case they don't fit or whatever. But yeah, we'll work that out. So yeah, if you see anything you guys like, just do it. Get it done, because once that sale's done, that's it. No more extensions. All right. So be good. Have a great weekend. Love you all. And if you're around on Monday night, come back and hang out with us. And we're going to give away some paintings and do some stuff. So that's what I got. All right. For Steve Leahy and Thursday Live, you guys are the best. I love you. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks a lot.